Yes, fight fans, body and mind sports, my people. You are fully appreciated in this round, my guys, my people. We have Alexander Usyk, who is central to the topic of this video, my guys, my people. Alexander Usyk, who has now beaten the two top names in the heavyweight division, not once but twice each, my guys. Those names being Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. So it really seems there is no other name in the division right now that could actually beat Alexander Usyk. Although when you actually take time and think about it, you also have the likes of Egypt Cabello and Zhile Zhang and also Martin Bakoli, fighters who are in and around Usyk's generation of heavyweights, my guys, my people. But we're not gonna be talking about fighters in and around Usyk's generation. In fact, we're gonna concentrate on the younger generation of up and coming fighters, my people. Not only in the heavyweight generation, but in and around that division, my guys. Not only in the heavyweight division, but in and around that division. Specifically names like David Benavidez at light heavyweight, Jai Opetaia at cruiserweight, Moses Aituma, the very young, talented 19-year-old heavyweight. And also in the heavyweight division, we have Daniel Dubois, my guys, who is the IBF champion in the heavyweight division, my guys, my people. But I did say that already, didn't I? Yeah. So anyway, let's start with David Benavidez. What is it about Benavidez that makes him fit the criteria of giving Usyk a very challenging fight, and maybe being able to cause an upset against Usyk? First, let's look at Benavidez's physical attributes, my guys. If you look at Benavidez, he is big. He's a big guy. Standing at 6'2", so just an inch shorter than Usyk. Also has a reach of 74 inches and a half, my guys. So just 3.5 inches in reach less than that of Usyk, my people. So those are the physical attributes of Benavidez, who currently has a record of 29 wins, no losses, no draws, and 24 of his wins coming via KO, my guys, my people. But skill-wise, what makes him a good matchup for Usyk, my guys? Well, David Benavidez is very rangy, has a very strong, stiff, straight jab that he enjoys using, although he much prefers to punch in bunches and use very powerful combinations that combines his jab and of course a lot of power punches, hooks to the body, hooks to the head, my guys, and likes to push forward when he fights. Very relentless. And in some ways, like Terence Bud Crawford, he is very mean. He's a mean fighter. He likes to break his opponents down. Not much of a one-punch knockout artist, but he will break you down with his combinations, my guys, like he did to Demetrius Andrade at the 168-pound division, a division that Benavidez used to fight in, and a lot of people gave Andrade a chance to beat Benavidez, but Benavidez, if you ask me, made that fight look very easy. He showed that he's in a much different class to Andrade, who is a very high quality operator, very high quality operator. Also, Caleb Plant. We saw what Benavidez did to Caleb Plant, who was given a good account of himself until, I would say, the 6th round, and then from there Benavidez just took over and he was just a beating. It's just that Benavidez, the only thing that he fell short of was, of course, stopping Caleb Plant, my guys, my people. So I think when you look at Benavidez's fight style and what he's done so far to very other very high quality fighters, man man, oh man, I believe he can cause Usyk problems, my guys. Especially when you also factor in that Benavidez is chasing a fight with Saul Canelo Alvarez, and he sees that fight as a legacy fight, so a shot at greatness, my guys, my people. But Usyk originally came from a much smaller division. Throughout his career, had managed to fight his way up onto the 168-pound division, my guys, my people. But really and truly, he is a small man. He's just a great small man, and represents a cash cow. He's a cash cow, my guys. So those are two factors there where Benavidez well, that has prompted Benavidez to challenge Saul Canelo Alvarez. So is it a case where he's cherry picking Canelo as the smaller man because he believes he can whoop Canelo's ass? In that case, then Saul Canelo Alvarez is not a fight where Benavidez is chasing greatness. The greatness will be chasing a fight with Usyk, my guys, if you ask me. Could be a money grab because, like I said, Canelo represents a big purse, my guys, my people. But if that's the case, Usyk today also represents a big purse. His last fight with Tyson Fury, his purse was near enough 100 million, my people. Near enough, my people, guaranteed on the table. So especially with Turkey, if he is to be involved in the matchmaking of Usyk and Benavidez, then Benavidez will stand to make a big purse also. But Benavidez fights for the PBC, who is not very who are not very fond, at the moment with working with Turkey. But however, though, PBC, they have worked with Turkey previously, where they have showcased their fighters on a Riyadh season fight card, although it was a fight where it consisted of one PBC fighter against another. For example, we had El Rayo Valenzuela against Isaac Pitbull Cruz, my guys, my people. But so it's not impossible that that fight could be made with Turkey being involved. PBC right now are really unable to put on fights of their own, my guys. The only guaranteed fight at the moment that I know of that this PBC has managed to secure and I've made a schedule for is Benavidez versus David Morrell, my people. So yeah, I think with Turkey involved, Usyk versus Benavidez would be a great fight, and I think is one that that fans should be looking forward to, my guys, my people. Although Benavidez himself has said that a fight with Usyk is not one that he might be interested in because he lacks the experience to go against a quality operator in Usyk, my guys. But if you lack experience, then fighting Usyk, win or lose, will give you all the experience in the world that you need, plus all the money, all the money you imagine that you could earn from that fight as well, my guys, my people. The real legacy fight is with Usyk and not with Saul Canelo Alvarez, who I believe is a much smaller fighter than David Benavidez. Although Canelo and Benavidez will be a great fight, I think Usyk and Benavidez is the fight that we should really be looking for, my guys, my people. So with that said, let's get it. Let's get that fight. Benavidez, you should have a much more positive outlook on a fight with Usyk if you are really chasing greatness and not just a big purse in Saul Canelo Alvarez, my guys, my people. So with that said, my guys, let's move on to the next one, What is the next name on my list of the young generation of fighters that could give Usyk a challenging fight and maybe upset Usyk, my guys, my people? Let's look at Jai Apatai, my guys. Jai Apatai, currently, who is the IBF champion in the cruiserweight division, my guys, my people. Jai Apatai, in the past, has said that he had been looking at, he has been watching Usyk for years, and hoping to one day land an opportunity to fight Usyk. Well, now that fight is being talked about. The possibility of Jai Apatai going against Usyk, my guys, my people. So Jai Apatai, 29 years old, who holds a record of 26 wins, no losses, no draws, 20 coming via KO, has a height of 6 foot 2 inches and a reach of 76 inches, my people. So him and David Benavidez are almost alike in physical attributes, my people. Although Jai Apatai falls just what should I say, has a 2-inch advantage over Benavidez. That is a 2-inch reach advantage over Benavidez. But Jai Apatai, if he's being spoken about to make a fight with Usyk, well, Benavidez can also make a fight with Usyk, my guys, my people. But anyway, let's concentrate on Jai Apatai versus Usyk. That fight, I believe, can happen either at cruiserweight, where Apatai presently fights in, or it could happen at heavyweight, my guys, my people. Jai Apatai, who is very fast, very strong, very powerful fighter, very relentless, and in his prime. So he's a prime cruiserweight puncher, my guys. Likes to punch in combinations. Tends to load up a bit though, so Usyk can punch between his punches. So he's open to the counter, my guys, my people. Usually throws all his punches very, very hard, and so it's quite easy to predict, I have to say. Quite easy to read, my guys. Quite easy to read. He did get troubled by Marius Bradis when he challenged Marius Bradis for his title at the cruiserweight division. That is the IBF title, my guys, my people. Although he won that fight, he did get hurt a couple of times. I mean, both fighters got hurt a couple of times. So he does have a common opponent with Usyk in Marius Bradis. Usyk beat Bradis via a close majority decision. Majority decision means a close fight, my people. So yeah, that is a big prospective fight that can also be made. Jai in the past has been very positive about the prospect of fighting Usyk, although right now though he has said that he will be willing to fight Usyk, did not, watching his body language and what came out of his mouth, did not seem like he is that is something that he's willing to do right now, as of now, my people. But Usyk ain't getting any younger, my guys, at 37, 38 years old. So if you are going to make a fight with Usyk, better grab it now. Grab the opportunity by the horns and go for it. Jai Apatai, that's a big opportunity, not only to gain experience and possibly have the opportunity to be a quality operator, a generational great. Imagine that, sharing the ring of a generational great in Usyk. Yeah, but you also stand to earn the biggest purse of your career, my guys, my people, and that is to Jai Apatai, my guys, my people. But what would a fight with Jai Apatai and Usyk look like, my guys? I think Usyk possibly wins, possibly will beat Jai Apatai by via his combination punching, or carrying the lesser experienced Jai to deep waters and possibly drowning him, my guys, because I don't think Jai's style is very efficient. It's not very efficient. It loads up in on everything, so not very energy efficient. If he is to go against Usyk, whose style, his style just deteriorates your stamina anyway. It ebbs away your stamina anyway, because he likes to move around a lot. But if Jai is really serious about fighting Usyk, then they should go ahead and make that fight, my guys. I think that would be a great fight. A fight that I'm not discounting Jai from winning, you know, because to tell you the truth, I've not really seen too much of him apart from his 2 fights with Marius Bradis, my guys. The second fight he had with Marius Bradis, he more or less, you know, that was a whitewash, more or less. That was a whitewash, my guys. So he's done a little bit better than Usyk in that area, although Usyk only had 1 opportunity with Marius Bradis, my guys, my people. So yeah, that is a very, very big prospective fight. A chance for Jai to gain experience and, like I said, possibly be a generational great, my guys, my people. And I will say, let's get that fight. Let's make that fight happen. Let's get Turki Al-Sheikh involved in the situation, and I'm sure that will be an easy fight to make, my guys, my people. So let's move on to the next name now, and that is, of course, Daniel Dubois, the IBF world champion in the heavyweight division, my people. And he is on a surge at the moment. Despite him being a champion, he is on a surge, and his last wins were he has actually fought Usyk before, knocked Usyk down in the 5th with a very, very mean body punch that you know, to this day carries a lot of controversy, because Usyk, people believe, should have lost that fight because of that body punch that they believe Usyk wouldn't have been able to get up from, had the referee not given him extra time, because Usyk calling for a low blow, which the referee accepted, my guys, my people. So the controversy surrounding that situation there, and because of that situation, Usyk in the past, in his lead up, in the months leading up to his second fight with Fury, has admitted and said that that controversy is something that he would like to correct, my guys, my people, and he would like to face Dubois next. If he were to go on to beat Fury, well, time to keep your promise. He has beaten Fury now, and I believe that he will keep his promise, because you know, Daniel Dubois, after Usyk and the Fury fight, he stepped in the ring with Usyk and challenged him to make you know, a fight next, my people. You know, so, and Usyk agreed. He said to Turki Al-Sheikh, let's make this fight happen next, my guys, my people. So I think we might be getting that fight, maybe not next, because Dubois has an appointment with Joe Parker that could represent a banana skin and cause an upset, and they fighting on February the 22nd, my people. So yeah, Dubois really needs to concentrate on that fight and win that fight if he's to go on to face Usyk to make an undisputed heavyweight bout, my guys, my people. But Daniel Dubois, he is a very dangerous fighter on a very, very dangerous surge right now, having after losing to Usyk, you know, via an 8th round KO or TKO, but it was a stoppage, my guys, anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But he has been on a surge since then, defeating the likes, and he was an underdog in all of these fights. So that is a very key point that we have to consider, my people. He beat the likes of Gerald Big Baby Miller, then went on to beat Hergovich. Then from Hergovich went on to beat the top heavyweight in Anthony Joshua, my guys, my people. And in fact, his fight with Joshua was the easiest fight of his career. We might as well say, easiest fight of his career. Although Joshua will have to question what was his real mental and physical condition in that fight, because he didn't really look himself, to tell you the truth. But the point I'm really trying to make here is that Daniel Dubois has shown that he is a fighter that comes through in situations where he is the underdog, and maybe he may be able to come through with Usyk should he win his fight with Joseph Parker. Should Daniel Dubois win his fight with Joseph Parker and go on to face Usyk, my guys, my people. So yeah, we should not count out Dubois in that situation, my guys, my people. And I think that is a fight that should be made ASAP after February the 22nd, if Dubois should of course still be IBF champion in the heavyweight division, my guys, my people. And so Daniel Dubois, who right now is 27 years old with 22 wins on his record, 2 losses, no draws, and 21 fights coming via KO, my people, my guys. So yeah, that is Daniel Dubois, my people, and I'm actually looking forward to a fight with him and Alexander Usyk. And although I really have no horse in the race, just for the sake of making this fight with Usyk, I do hope that he does get past Parker on February the 22nd, my guys, my people. So now let's move on from Daniel Dubois and talk about our next fighter. Last but not least, the young 19-year-old prospect in Moses Itauma. Moses Itauma, my people, who currently has a record of just 11 wins, no losses, no draws, my people. And 9 of them coming via KO. So a very powerful fighter. And Daniel Dubois also very powerful, you know. But let's talk about Moses Itauma, my people. Very, very fast, swift, very intelligent, great footwork, great hand speed, great foot speed, great ring IQ, great ring generalship, my guys. Likes to use angles a lot to search out openings for him to land something devastating. But besides that devastating effect that he can have on his opponents, he also likes to box, my guys, and he's a very clever boxer. We have to take that into account, and I believe he trumps Usyk in many areas. You know, for example, his speed, for example, and his power, 2 key points there. You know, but besides that, he's a good mover, just like Usyk as well. In fact, his style reminds me a lot of Usyk, with the added bonus that he is also explosive, just like Mike Tyson, my guys. So yeah, he is a freak of nature, my guys, at just 19 years old, my guys, my people. And he stands at a height of 6'2.5" with a reach of 79 inches, my people. So he has a reach 1 inch longer than Usyk, my guys, when you factor in his physical attributes along with his skills, my people. And I believe he stands to be the future of the heavyweight division and will cause Usyk many problems. Possibly this one, I really believe strongly, might be Usyk. And out of all the young names that I've already mentioned, despite Itauma's age at just 19 years old, I think stands the strongest chance of beating the quality of Usyk, my guys, my people. So yeah, for me to speak so highly of Itauma, that should already tell you the quality operator that is in him. My people, my guys. Well, they have asked Usyk about that prospective fight, but Usyk, he didn't look he didn't look too enthusiastic about facing Moses Itama, my people. Moses Itama, Usyk says is a heavyweight for the future. So basically, after he's done and dusted with the heavyweight division and gone on to retire, my guys. So I would like to end this on a note that Usyk is most definitely a generational great, and most probably is a an all-time great. Does belong to be in the all-time great list, my guys, my people. And so saying maybe there is nobody in and around this division that could actually beat him, my guys. And that's a maybe, a big maybe, you know. But one thing I can say about these young fighters that I have mentioned, my guys, my people, is that they all have youth in their advantage, my guys, my people. How long more can Usyk operate on the level that he is at? We know that he is fit because he takes his health and his his discipline very, very seriously as an athlete, and that is what is carrying him forward now, my people. Now, my guys, my people. I do believe in the amateurs. Arthur Beterbiev, not believe, but I know most definitely Arthur Beterbiev has beaten him before. So again, I would like to make the point, and that was at heavyweight actually, or was it at cruiserweight? I'm not quite sure, but yeah, Arthur Beterbiev has beaten him before in the amateurs. So David Benavidez, who fights in the same division as Arthur Beterbiev, well, if he's willing to get the opportunity to fight Arthur Beterbiev, well, you should be fancying his chances at Usyk as well, my guys, my people. And with that said, that's all I have for you on this one. And before you leave, do like, do share, subscribe, and of course drop your comments below. And as always, my people, stay super, super blessed.